Hey friends, welcome back to Hot News Today. Right now, this is your second clip for the day, and we're going to be talking about Intel's shadiness, at least according to what several people have analyzed from the slides that they've been debuting all over the place, especially at IFA taking place in Berlin right now. Especially people like Bauer making entire videos dedicated to the fact that Intel may or may not be really indicating that AMD is better than they think. Because here's what we have to walk through. In case you don't remember, Intel gave AMD props saying, great, look at your great value Ryzen 3000 chips, but you don't beat us in real world performance. Oh, Cinebench scores? Who cares about Cinebench scores? Not that many people actually use Cinebench. It's a bad metric. It doesn't fall in line with what everybody's using, which seems to be an okay explanation. Except for when they started throwing out percentages of people who use the Maxon suite of Cinema 4D, which is what Cinebench is based on and how we calculate the performance of Ryzen 3000 chips. Anyways, what they're saying nobody really uses, they're claiming that only 0.22% of users actually use the Maxon software. However, that comes as a result of their analysis of, wait for it, 10 million different systems that were notebooks and two-in-ones. Yes, my friends, notebooks and two-in-ones don't really run professional software. Therefore, your desktop Ryzen 3000 chip that's on a $200 motherboard, that's invalid, okay? All right, only 0.2% of laptop users use what you're comparing these desktop CPUs for. How dare you? How dare you? Don't you know that only 0.22% of escalators can go faster than 3 meters a second? Huh? So why are you getting on that elevator? Why? Why are you hating? So Intel not really being forthright with all of their comparisons and kind of comparing apples to molehills and really losing everything in the process. Yes, Cinebench might not be real world for a lot of people, but if somebody is buying an 8-core or 12-core processor on an expensive motherboard, chances are they're more than likely going to be using professional software with that regard. If I'm buying a 2-in-1 laptop that costs me $500, chances are I'm not using that for professional reasons. I will use professional applications sometimes when I'm away from the office and just kind of have to get things done. That would account for the 0.22%, but I'm not going to buy a 2-in-1 to do something that I have a powerful desktop to do. This comparison doesn't make any sense. And note, what else doesn't make any sense is Intel's 9900KS, which they also unveiled at IFA. They unveiled it at Computex, actually, and it's being released next month. They talk more about it. Anyways, that's the point. So the 9900KS is going to be the successor to the 9900K in that it's still going to be 8 cores and 16 threads, even after Ryzen 3000 is unveiling 16 cores and 32 threads on a desktop mainstream. Anyways, still 8 cores, 16 threads, but instead of having a 5 gigahertz turbo clock, as does the 9900K, it's going to have a 5 gigahertz all-core boost, which is great. But considering the 9900K is an overclockable processor, and I don't know of a single one that can't hit 5 gigahertz on all cores if you just do a little bit of overclocking, this don't make no sense. And if we talk about Intel's TDP issues that we've had with the 9900K, just, burning up everything, every type of cooler you could possibly take around it, well, then you add that to the 9900KS being overclocked all the time, technically, with a 5 gigahertz all-core boost. You need a monstrous cooler to take care of this thing. And likely, the price of this chip is going to be about $500, which would put it in line with the Ryzen 9 3900X, which has 4 more cores than the 9900KS. So if you need more core count, then the 3900X still makes sense even at this price point, but Intel will likely continue to keep the best processor for gaming of all time. But considering the fact that they're stacking their deck by saying that laptops don't use Cinebench, I'm not sure how they're gonna win this comparison. Hey, look at our 9900K doing so well. And then AMD is just like, yeah, but only 0.5% of our laptop users actually run web browsers. Doesn't make any sense now, does it? And it doesn't make any sense to continue this clip. I'm done. Thank you so much for watching this clip. Hit like, get subscribed, all that stuff. Love you too.